Shalom. This is our call from Germany with a new lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and thanks to YAHAWAH, BARAK, YAHAWASHI, BARAK, KABAD. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the millstone who told us the truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel, who pushing us truth and diligence and sincerity across the four winds, and to the elect that are scattered across the four winds. To you all say Shalom. So this lesson will be about Germany is on the road to martial law, because I was just talking like 20 minutes ago to a brother about the situation in Germany, and then through the spirit we came to the conclusion that we just see that Germany is going to the martial law. It's just going to the direction of martial law, because when you go into the martial law, the definition of Wikipedia, martial law, right, it says here martial law is imposed of direct military control of normal civil functions or suspensions of civil law by government, especially in response to temporary emergency what we are in right now. Because German basically I got it right here, I think. Where's the article? Let me just check it out. No, it wasn't this one. It was this one, so lucky. It was right here where this here. So basically, the Bavarian Prime Minister Markus Söder, which is basically the head of Bavaria, has imposed a renewed lockdown from Wednesday, okay, from today, because you're not allowed in Germany right now to go out after and past 9 o'clock. So this is happening right now, right here, where I got this here, just to show you, to prove it quick. It says here, Bavaria, right? So just the title, explain these are the German states with curfew restrictions. See, curfew, and let's look up the word curfew real quick. Okay, curfew. It says evening signal, ring a bell at the fixed hour. Cover fire literally means to cover. See, so that's the thing. But going back to the thing that I just said here, basically curfew restrictions, because of course talking about we got, what is it called today, they said we got nearly 1,000 cases of deaths in Germany. This is so horrifying, so on and so forth. So showing you that they want to control the people with fear. But here it says Bavaria, and then when you read down, in addition there's a nighttime curfew between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. okay, and this thing, let's just read the first part of the article. Bavaria is under a stricter lockdown than most of the country, and because you have to understand that Bavaria, even though it's not the capital, you know, or the state of the capital, basically it's basically the forerunner of Germany, I'm telling you, because they called the state of emergency in March, and now they declared it again. You know, that's because the southern region, with a population of more than 30 million, is struggling to bring down the number of C-19 cases. Okay, and that's the things I like. It's nearly switching German tongue. You see also here, according to the Bavarian cabinet, these include emergencies of medical treatments that cannot be postponed, going to work, exercise in custody, and access rights, caring for people in need of support, accompany people who are ill or dying, or walking a dog, or a violation of the nationwide curfew is punishable with a minimum of fine of 500. So they don't even tell you how much, they tell you just the minimum, okay? Because right here it says, according to the Robert Koch Institute, the state lodged 27,542 cases in the last 7 days. I would say there have been an average of 209.8 C-19 infections per 100,000 residents in a week. To compare, the 7-day incidence rate of the whole Germany is 179.8, total of 163 people have died in Bavaria since the start of the pandemic. See, so basically it's showing you, okay, so they showing you, we got the reason, we got a lot of people right here, we got a lot of people infected, we got a lot of people dead, because talking about we got nearly 1,000 people dead, so on forth. So they're showing you, I want to show you, hey, we got the reason, okay, because when you go down here to the use, and it says here, Let's start here. Martial law has also been imposed during conflict and in cases of occupations where the absence of any civil government provides for an unstable population. Okay, it gives an example. We'll go to here. Typically, the imposition of martial law accompanies curfew. So this showing you that we on the road to martial law, because we got the curfew. And you just to sum it up, because I was thinking today on my plantation on certain things. Because you got the curfew, right? Just one point. The next point is, you had, what is it called? Or you have still in all Germany you have to wear a mask. I was really thinking about it. So we go to a shop, you have to wear in the shop the mask, and also on the parking lot of the shop you have to wear the mask. Then in the cities you have to wear the mask. Only in like sidewalks and so on and so forth, where supposedly not so many people are, you're allowed to take it off. Then you have to wear it even in your car. So for example, I drive with a brother, with the brother from a camp, for example, and because we're from two different households, we both have to wear a mask. And the WHO was even talking about wear the mask at home. So showing you they want to put you on this with the mask everywhere. That's one thing. They want to suppress the laws. What would you like to see the whole time? Then the other big thing is in my city where I live, in the state Hesse, it's called Hesse in Germany, when this curfew kicked in on Monday, because they had the curfew even before that, but now they even said they will have a harder lockdown today. So basically on Monday, my mother told me that they was checking people, because when they went into the direction of the city, because everything shut down, they were asked, what you doing in the city? What you doing there? What business do you have there? The police was standing there, was checking every single car, showing you this is prophecy. Okay, because this is a prelude for martial law. This is Germany's on the road to martial law, man. But first I want to get this precept right here, 2 Timothy 3:1, and it says, this know also, that in the last days which we are in, which shall with YAHAWASHI, perilous times shall come. And because when we go into the word perilous, what does it mean? Okay, perilous. So like a perilous means hard to take, hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear. See, so it's hard to carry, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage. When we go to the savage, what does it mean without law? That's ruthless song. Yeah, savage. Because they call our brother savage. See, fierce, furious, wild. When you're wild, you don't have a law. Untamed, see, you don't have law. Of animal or places, see, and places. Wild, savage, untamed, strange, pagan even. See? And that's the thing. Reckless, ungovernable. See, of persons, the meaning reckless, ungovernable. So you got no law. See? And that's the thing. That's the spirit of Yahweh shall reveal on things. So yeah, this is basically the precept. But let's go to Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. And it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree. So basically, because when we go into the word decree, let's do that real quick. Decree. It means here, so like in Hebrew, chakwak, and this means decree, resolve, statute, action, prescribed. See, so when you go into the word, let's look up the word prescribe real quick. Prescribe. So like, give me a second. This problem sometimes that I have to work on the two. But to the spirit, prescribe, so like, I wrote it wrong. Prescribe, what does it mean? To write down as a discretion law. See, so woe unto them that basically, let's go back. Woe unto them, destruction to them, because when you go into the word woe, it means lamentation. When you lament in destruction unto them, the decree, unrighteous decree. So basically, bring wicked laws to paper, bring to effect, and they write grievousness which they have prescribed. See, prescribed. Because when you go into the word, this is spirit, so like, yeah, I looked it even up myself before, but prescribed in the Hebrew means katab, and means to write, record, and roll. See, so basically write down wicked laws, and that's what they're doing, because forcing you to wear these masks and everything is killing you basically, and that's just fact. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, of whom people YAHAWASHI people, which are the Israelites, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. That's what you're seeing, okay? And you see, they just want to do whatever they want with you, okay, under the banner of martial law. Because going back right here, typically the imposition of martial law accompanies curfews, the suspension of civil law, civil rights, and that's what happened right now too. Because in Germany, what is it called? Let me look up the word real quick again. Right here. No. Yeah, disaster. But I want the real word for it. It doesn't it just means disaster, man. It's basically English definition. So lucky, give me a second. Let's look up real quick. They're called disaster situations, but basically they call it it's catastrophe case. So when you go into the catastrophe case, it goes back to basically right here, the what is it called? Ausnahmezustand, straight up. Ausnahmezustand, it means state of emergency, what we're going to right now. Because we're going to the word state of emergency, what does it mean, state of emergency? A state of emergency is a situation in which a government is empowered. What does empowered mean? Let's look it up real quick. I got it right here. Empower means give someone the authority to power or to do something. So they basically have the power to set up law. Okay? See? It's empowered to be able to put through policies, see, that it would normally not be permitted to do for the safety of and protection of the citizens, like it. And this is what we're in right now. So the decreeing unrighteous decrees. Let's go get another priest real quick. Psalms 94 and 20. Show the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee. So should these wicked as devils, these wicked as heathens, have basically fellowship with us? No, they haven't. Because ultimately our fellowship is in YAHAWASHI with our brothers, man. Ultimately, maybe we deal with these other nations, we deal with these people, but ultimately we with YAHAWASHI as men. YAHAWASHI, we have the name, the men of the Lord. Okay? Which frameth mischief by law. When you go into the word frame, right here, it means in Hebrew yatazar, and it means to form. So basically form mischief by law, wickedness by law. Because let's look up real quick the word mischief. Mischief, and it says evil condition, hardship, misfortune. See, wickedness, and this thing. So wickedness by law. That's what they're doing. These wicked devils. Okay. Why do you think the Bible calls them devils, man? Why do you think the Lord hate them? Because they are purely wicked. Okay, they're evil, and that's the thing. And you see it right here, because they're using their laws to basically cut you off from your rights. Because a while ago I did a lesson in German. Basically, it's called the catastrophe case. And what is the catastrophe case? I call it like that, just in German. Was der Katastrophenfall? And I went into it because there was an article. It was a long article, but it basically told you they can kick, like it says. It basically tells you that they can kick you out of your house. They can tell you, hey, you have to work there and there, you have to do it. They can basically use your house, and it's all biblical prophecy, man. It's all prophecy. It's all martial law. All going back to martial law. Because that's why I pulled up the German right here. Because when you go into the Ausnahmezustand, right? But now I want first the Notstand that was right here. right here. So Notstand, which means in English necessity, Notstand, necessity, okay, in the law, it's a dangerous situation that has to be handled with quick reaction, basically, and that's what they're doing right now. So we have to get the law done for the vaccination, because they're talking about the first jabs can start in the at the 27th of December. So you see all these things happening to the Supreme Power of YAHAWAH, and you see that this all goes down to martial law, because when you go down here right down to the basically Notstand, which means necessity, if it happens in a certain region because of a catastrophe, nature catastrophe, war, uproar, what we get to, and that's by prophecy also, man. Let's get that real quick, man. Let's get that real quick right here. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, disaster situation. No, we don't need anything in here anymore. So we can get this real quick. The second Ezra chapter 9 and verse. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. See? So the uproars are prophesied, man. This is a prophecy of YAHAWASHI. The uproars of the people should happen, because you see the spirit of uproar, the spirit of what is it called? Unhappiness in this place. The spirit of contention, the spirit of the law of wax and cold, like it says in the book of Matthew, man. Verse 4. Then shall the world understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See? So YAHAWASHI spake from this, has prophesied these things from the beginning, and they happen right now. So we see the prophecies come to pass. This showing us that the word is true. That's why it says, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself. And we have to measure these times. We have to see these things happen in the world and compare them to the scriptures, and if they line up with prophecy or not. That's what this is doing right now. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's what YAHAWASHI is doing right now with his plagues, man. Going to 2 Ezra chapter 16 and 15. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse, go straight to the point, verse 17. Because I was talking about basically they got the curfew, and also because you have maybe so lucky you have the curfew, and also they had these checkpoints. Okay, they had these checkpoints to check the people where they're going. So it says 2 Ezra 15:17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. See, so people have desire to go to the city, won't be able, because they fear the government too much, because the government say this, that, and third. But at the Supreme Power of YAHAWASHI, we're able to save our brothers in these last days, man. By verse 18, for because of the pride the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's the thing. See, house shall be destroyed. That's what we see in 2. Or what we're gonna see too. Because like I called this lesson, Germany is on the road to martial law. Because right now everything is prelude, everything is still in calm, cool way. But when the people just really is gonna start bugging out, gonna go on the streets, gonna fight, this is gonna change, and everything is on its way to that point. Verse 19: and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the house with the sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See, and this is what we're approaching. Because I was talking to on a plantation to some colleagues. I was like, hey, how often did you heard in Germany of a bank heist, a bank robbery? I never heard that in my life. And out of nowhere, I hear this year 4 or 5 times about that news back to back to back. And that's the thing. YAHAWASHI is changing the speed of the world, because this world is ending. Going to 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse straight to the point, verse 71, I think it was. 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 70. For there shall be in every place and the next cities a great insurrection, great uproar upon those that fear YAHAWAH. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear YAHAWAH. And this talking about martial law. Therefore they shall take away and waste their goods, so like they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of the household. Like I just said, this is what they can do in martial law, because we're going to go into it right now. This is prophecy. So when you go into the word, like I said, so it starts with the catastrophe case, then it goes into the state of emergency. Yeah, because let me look it up again. And then goes over to martial law. So that's the thing, because the Ausnahmezustand. Let me look at the word real quick. Let me look at this word again, just to double check that I'm on point with it. Ausnahmezustand. Let me put English. Yep. Like the stage of emergency. So we're going right now into the German definition of state of emergency on Wikipedia. So it says here, because Begriff. Okay, so the definition basically. Let me look that up too in English. Translate. Term, yeah. Here's a term. It says, so basically the state of emergency is also going back to the Roman law. And right here says, because I can't, some words I don't know why, but tongue breakers to me. Dictatorship. So going back basically to the Roman dictatorship, going to Roman law and to the dictatorship. See? And basically when you read this here, it says that they want to hurt the object. When you read this here, they want to hurt the object to protect it. And this is the mentality of Esau. They want to sell it to you like that, but it's not like that. They're saying like, yeah, we're going to hurt you, we're going to put you, we're going to take all your rights away from you. Because you have to understand, right now in Germany, you're not allowed to meet with multiple different households. So for example, we have 3 brothers in the camp. We're not even supposed to come together. That's the thing. So we say we have 3 brothers in the camp, we're from 3 different households. We're not allowed to come together. If for example, we all live together in one household, we're going to be all okay. When 2 brothers live in one household and another brother in another household, it's going to be all okay. But if we're going to be outstationed to another household, then it's not okay. And it's only allowed to meet with 5 people. So for example, over 14, I think, if I remember right. This is one thing that I'm unsure a little bit about. So children are exempt from it, I would say. But still, for example, we say, okay, I was just talking to a brother today about it before this lesson. This is what lesson came out. This is Spring Puff YAHAWASHI. That's what I want to bring out also. Talk with your Akim about these things. Talk with your Akim about these things, man. Even if you're different countries, man, the spirit gonna work, because like it says Matthew chapter 18 and verse 20, if I remember right. Let me look at that. Matter of fact, man, I want to read it real quick. No, I just need the precept still. Let me get it real quick here. Matthew 18 and verse 20. Matthew 18 and 20. It says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, Yahawashi's name, there am I in the midst of them. So Yahawashi is in the midst of you Akim, when you talk to each other, man, when you be with each other. And that's the thing, because all this lesson came out through this conversation, because it brought back to the thing, brought back these thoughts that I have, the mass everywhere, like I said at the beginning, then the checkpoints, then the curfew. He brought it even out. I didn't even really recognize it, you know. Not allowed to meet with multiple people, how you want to do it. So basically taking all your rights away, locking you up in your house, only going out for necessary reasons. And it all leads down to martial law. This is why I came out to Spring Puff YAHAWASHI. Why? Because the Lord is in the midst of us, man. That's what we should never forget, man. You know. So, but going back to the point I wanted to make, Salakia. So like, give me a second. What was that, man? Yeah. I read this precept. But yeah, so like I said, these things, because I was thinking about it today at my plantation with the mass and everything, came to my mind, and then the brother made some points, which was beautiful. And you just see that the catastrophe case led to the state of emergency, and this is gonna lead to martial law, and you see it more and more. Okay, going back again to martial law. This is a sign. The curfew is a sign, because I'm not that old, but all the time that I live I never heard of these things. Never had to wear a mask till this year. This year. Never had to basically stay at home for a certain period of time. Have to come home this time. Only if my mother or my parents told me, but not the supposed government. Okay, going back to state of emergency, real quick, making another point there. The government can declare such a state during a natural disaster. And this is what they're calling it. They call it natural disaster. See, civil unrest, what we're approaching to, armed conflict, medical pandemic. See, so this is what they're calling right now, state of emergency. And this is going to lead to martial law, where they can force you, kill you. They wipe away your rights that you never had. And that's the thing what you have to understand. The Supreme Power of YAHAWAH, we in this supposedly medical pandemic, okay? Because say we had never disease like that. Like going back right here to this article, what he said again. He said, Markus Söder, the head of the Bavarian state, he said that the state faced a disaster situation. See? With one person dying of C. Crohn Royal in Germany every 4 minutes. See? And that's the thing. So basically, they want to fearmonger you. They're showing you that we're in the road to martial law. Like it says in Jeremiah 13:7, straight up to the point. The last 4 days is great, so there's none else like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble. And martial law going to be in that. Because they're going to take you out of the house and going to put you in the FEMA camps. They're going to kick you out of your houses, use your houses as the what is it called, observation point. They're going to have checkpoints. What they're building right now, they're trying things out. But he shall be saved out of it. He is the elect. The elect going to be saved out of it. The Supreme Power of YAHAWASHI, and that's the thing, man. So you've seen all these things happening. You see Germany on the road to martial law. Again, I just pointed out, we got the mask everywhere. Just to say it again, we got the mask on the parking lot. So you have to imagine, you're on the supposed fresh air, you're outside, you have to wear the mask on the parking lot because it's saying people talking to each other. You go into the shop, you have to wear the mask. You go into your car, you for example with a friend, you should supposedly wear the mask. Even though at the beginning they said you're not allowed to wear the mask because when you drive too fast, they can basically flash you. They can make a photo from you, fine you. But now you should do it. Okay. Then also you have to wear it basically everywhere in the city. Then then we got also what I completely forgot is the we got the economy disaster also, which you shouldn't forget, because Germany is not a time for lockdown. All non-essential businesses closed. Showing you this world is falling. People are go back in the hell out, doing all kinds of shit to get money. Showing you martial law is more and more common. And Esau is want to try to pull it that way, but it's ultimately YAHAWASHI, because his kingdom is falling. Esau's rulership is falling apart. Okay? Then we get the curfew. We had the checkpoint. The curfew is still active. From 9 o'clock to 5 in the morning, you're only allowed to stay in your house. And you're only allowed to go out normally if you have necessary reasons. Going to the doctor, going to your job, going grocery shopping, going for a jog. But not what you want. So you basically put in the box by them, in the cage, straight up. That's what I want to do with you. But hey, that's all prophecy, man. But I want to look up real quick social, because they're always talking about social distancing. See, social, devoted to or relating to home life, living with others. So it should be living with others and distancing yourself. How is it possible? See, directed from Latin socialis, of companionship, of allies, united. See, you should be united but should separate yourself. How? Living with others, of marriage, conjugal, companion, ally, follower. See, how are you going to do that if you're not allowed to be together? See, and that's just the confusion that Esau want to bring out. Then you got the curfew. Then you're not allowed to meet with basically more than one household, and not with more than 5 people from the 2 households. Not forgetting that. And then also got the catastrophe case in Bavaria. It's not for the whole Germany, just that you understand. The catastrophe case is not for the whole Germany. So the basic state of emergency is not for the whole Germany, it's only for Bavaria. But you see it's coming more and more to Germany. It's spreading more and more because he declared it a second time. And from that point, the next step is the martial law, which is seeing more and more because they got the vaccination centers already all over Germany set up in the big halls that they got emptied out. And don't forget that the female camps are coming too, man. And the martial law is coming. Even though the German army, the Bundeswehr is not on point, it's just embarrassing. But they got still basically the what is it, NATO armies? The blue hat or the white hat, one of these two things. You have to check it out again. But these things are coming, man. These things are coming. You know, and this lesson comes ultimately to the supreme power of Yahweh and to nothing else, man. How this lesson set up, it showed me straight up to the spirit. Hey, that's the way, man. Like Yahweh is gonna do another lesson. Like Elder Pastor Ramlab said, quench not the spirit, or what strike when the iron is hot, man. And that's what he beautifully brought back to my mind, man. You should check out this lesson from his channel, James Doc YouTube. Not Doc YouTube, Doc Info 12. And that's the thing. So you have to understand, Germany is on the road to martial law. Shit is about to go down. I'm serious. Even over here in Europe. You see things happen. You see the first vaccine shot in the UK started this Tuesday. Yeah, I remember that. It was this Tuesday, if I remember right. And then they're talking about the 27th of December. They want to start here in Germany. So you see what time it is, man. It's time to seek the Lord 10 times more. Ultimately, first foremost goes for myself. But it's the time to give Yahweh all, man. It's the time to seek the Lord while he may be found, man. You know. But yeah. So this was it. RAWCHAA. This lesson was edifying for the elect. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and the water to Yahawah, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM KADASH. Barakatei Yahawah, Barakatei Oshai, Barakatei Yahawah, Barakatei Oshai, Barakatei Yahawah, Barakatei Oshai, BASHIM KADASH. The water Yahawah, BASHIM Oshai, BASHIM KADASH, Kaya KABAD, what the water, carry KADASH, La SHAM. Double honors to the elders, Apostle and Millstone. Peace and blessed salutations to the elect. Yahawah, BASHIM Oshai, BASHIM KADASH, Barakatam, Yaharat. Till next time. Shalom, wa ba 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 wa barakatam, man.